We do have some Cowboys quotes from the owners' meetings here for you, GBag Nation. And in light of these quotes, how does it change how you'd be looking at the draft? Not for your player stacks, obviously, because you're stacking players how good you think they are, but what you think the Cowboys might do. Okay. Jerry said, we've got ourselves in real good shape to get some picks that we can play immediately.
Okay.
That's the goal.
Immediately.
I feel good that we can take any position with any pick. Knowing that, are there guys that you think are more ready to come in and contribute, or prospects that might have unrealized potential, that you wouldn't want to take at 26? I think if you're Jerry and the team and you're implementing that philosophy here in this particular draft, Brian, what do you say?
I plug and play these guards. I plug and play a tight end. I plug and play one of these corners. Other than that, I don't know. Like I say, I'm a little nervous about plug and playing a wide receiver.
Yeah, especially one that you would take in the first round. I just don't think any of those guys are going to slide to you. And with your depth right now, you've got three guys that you're paying that are proven veterans with CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, and Michael Gallup. So that rookie that you would take at receiver doesn't need to see the field. Same thing with edge. Like, a Nolan Smith's a guy that either goes to the top 10 pick or some people have him sliding down to the 20s.
Do you see, and I'm going to ask you guys this question, and hopefully, do you feel like they've got more than enough edges to play with that they don't need to draft an edge?
I don't think you ever have enough.
They're fine.
I don't think you ever have enough.
I mean, to me...
But it's not a need.
I'm saying drafting an edge at 26 might be one of those things that I don't think I need.
How much longer are you going to have to take?
Well,
maybe a year or two.
Yeah, probably.
To me, it's got to be a player that's clearly better than everybody else. Like, holy cow, we have a chance to have a 10-year starter here, and I know we have a log jam now, but this is going to be huge for us. Yeah. And he's going to play as a rookie and come off the bench and have 6 sacks. You tell me that at 26, and I could go with it.
And
what does Sam Williams do for you then?
Sam Williams, Dorrance Armstrong, Tank,
but
Micah.
We praise them
Fowler
for the rotation. Fowler 1-year deal, right? Tank has had injury issues in the past. How much longer he's going to be here?
I'm with you, Wolchuk. Just
Dorrance
make sure
Armstrong.
he's clearly the best.
And that's totally fair. But that's why I'm saying if a player falls to you that you have that value, like Nolan Smith out of Georgia, just as an example, I would consider that because I don't think you can ever have enough edge rushers.
And is Nolan a play well rookie year guy?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I think that you're going to get some really, really good snaps out of him. The thing about it is, with this team, the more I look at it, the more I feel like, why would I draft an end right at 26? And I like Nolan Smith. Don't get me wrong, I really do. I think that he's a tier below the top guys that we're talking about in the first round.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking about the history shows if they plug and play an offensive lineman. If they pick an offensive lineman at 26, 27, whatever, it works for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That to me, I think that's the direction they're honestly going to go.
Everybody is claiming tight end to be the biggest need. Everywhere you turn, Tannenbaum's giving you a tight end in today's draft. Everybody. So I'm wondering, do you feel like the Cowboys are sending signals that they feel that way? So everybody's piggybacking?
I wonder if the Cowboys, if they really, really believe that Hendershot and Ferguson are that great. That's what I wonder if there's people in that room in that organization are thinking like Hendershot better than Ferguson.
Well, that wouldn't surprise me since they thought Dalton Schultz was all that last year.
That's what I'm saying.
They might not know how to evaluate this.
That's what I'm saying.
They failed so much after the Witten pick. They took like 3 different dudes in the second round.
Yeah.
Neither one of them could find a second contract.
That could be very much your mistake right there. The evaluation of their tight ends. They could think that Hendershot is better than Ferguson.
But to Chief's question, when you hear stuff like that, is that because the Cowboys are talking with their sources?
Absolutely.
Or are we just doing echo chamber journalism?
No. Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, how about this next line? COO Stephen Jones on tight end. We lost Dalton Schultz. We probably always going to look to beef that up. It goes to exactly what Chiafalo was just asking about. This interest in tight end seems very genuine from them. Yeah. I wouldn't have the same level of interest as them, but if you end up with 3 studs, you could really unleash hell with some matchup nightmares.
Okay, so that's why I've discovered a guy from a numbers standpoint. I haven't seen a second of his tape, so you guys tell me. But I'm looking at a dude right now who's lighting up elite, great, green athleticism that I feel like you could probably get in the 3rd round. His name's Zach Kuntz with a K.
Yeah. He's the guy that when you say you like Kuntz, that people go, oh, so do I, kind of a thing, you know? One of those things. I always take that's one of those very popular Twitter, like people mock draft into the Cowboys like in the 5th round. He's probably more of a 3rd or 4th round player than he is a 5th round player.
Very athletic.
The
athleticism is like
ridiculous.
Yeah,
I think there's some risk involved with that guy for me.
Well, it's saying his last name is risky on two different fronts.
It's Kuntz. He goes to school at
Hard
Old Dominion, was a transfer and all that. But yeah, it's actually recruited by Penn State, I want to say, and ended up at Old Dominion.
I just see freak show athlete that I'm like, okay, I'd rather take a chance on this dude's athleticism, slow play him behind my Fergus shot. I don't have to say first rounder, you got to play today, but this is an athletic monster that maybe you take in the 4th round, and I don't have to reach for a tight end that I don't know that I can evaluate very well in round 1.
Well, I don't know that they can't evaluate tight ends. I mean, they've hit on Peyton Hendershot. That's an undrafted rookie free agent, right? Dalton Schultz ended up being a really good player they took in the 4th round. So I don't know that they can't evaluate the position. I think the bigger thing is when it comes to tight end, they want to add a weapon.
And this athleticism feels like, yeah, absolutely.
But I mean, I've watched the tape. I think there's that's why tight end is so appealing.
I would take Wiley from Cincinnati,
Agreed.
and I would take Allen from Clemson as over that guy myself.
So Allen is a Dalton Schultz clone.
Yeah.
I think they've been throwing stuff on the wall at tight end, and they have had a couple of hits in the last decade.
It's not just the Cowboys' fault. It is a general NFL problem where no one knew George Kittle was going to be good. No one knew Kelsey. All the guys you thought were going to be good, and you drafted them in the 1st round, name that tight end pretty much, and it just doesn't really work out. I'll take a 3rd or 4th round flyer on a super athletic dude that I don't have 1st round pressure of I got to play today. You can hang around with Ferguson a little bit, and they maybe not identify great tight ends, but they develop them. Schultz sucked day 1. We didn't know if he was going to make the team. 3 years later, he's pretty good. If you can make Schultz look good, why can't you take the guy who's maybe the most athletic tight end in the entire draft? He's 10 out of 10 athleticism. I'll spend a 3rd or 4th round risk on him instead of a 1st round risk, and I'll take something more plug and play offensive line or something in round 1.
No, I think you're drafting your balls off over there, Chief.
It's ball.
Yeah.
It's very not plural anymore.
That's right, Lance.
It's very deep at tight end. I think there's better guys.
Maybe
you
why
could
he's
get.
doing so well.
There's better guys you could get than Kuntz, in my opinion, even if you waited.
Oh, there's no question.
No, I trust you guys.
Okay, Steve, on the running back spot, in a perfect world, you find a big physical back who can complement Tony. Who's that? Who's the big physical back?
Zach Charbonnet.
Charbonnet. Maybe a little bit of an upright runner. Aisha Morris.
So is Adrian Peterson, right?
No, that's Adrian Peterson was an upright runner. So was I mean, there's guys. He runs a little bit like I was thinking it was
Forrest Gump.
No, who's our guy from God? Why am I going brain dead? The guy from Arkansas that was here.
Trent Richardson.
No.
Oh, Darren McFadden.
Darren McFadden. Yeah, a little bit of Darren McFadden, kind of the running style that he has. But I tell you what, I mean, yeah, the running back group. I think a guy you need to keep an eye on is Bigsby from Auburn.
Okay.
Kind of a buzzy name I'm hearing about that football team with the Cowboys.
Chris Rodriguez Jr. out of Kentucky. That's a dude who's a big physical back.